I remember the exact moment the screen flickered. It was a Tuesday night, just after dinner. The local news anchor, Sarah Klein, looked straight into the camera and said my name. Not just any name, my full name, with details only I knew. And then she smiled like she was sharing a secret. But that broadcast vanished the next day, as if it never happened. No recordings, no archives, just gone. Forever. That smile haunts me still. It wasn't right. Too wide, too knowing. I sat there, frozen, wondering if I'd imagined it. But deep down, I knew something had broken through the airwaves that night. Something that shouldn't have been seen. Before I dive into what unfolded after that broadcast, take a moment to subscribe to Dark Truth, where I share real psychological horror stories that stay with you long after they end. Hit that like button if you've ever felt like the world is watching you a little too closely, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tale that might just hit too close to home. My name is Alex Harper. I live in Elmwood, a quiet town in upstate New York. Population around 5,000. Nothing much happens here. We have a main street with a diner, a hardware store, and the local TV station, Channel 7. It's the kind of place where everyone knows your business, but not in a bad way. Just friendly waves and small talk at the grocery store. I work as a mechanic at the auto shop on the edge of town. Been there for 10 years. Fix cars, change oil, that sort of thing. My days are routine. Wake up at 6 a.m., coffee, head to work. Come home to my small house on Maple Street. It's an old Victorian, creaky floors and all. I live alone. No wife, no kids. Divorced 5 years ago. Sarah, my ex, moved to the city. We don't talk much. Evenings are simple. Dinner from the microwave, maybe a beer. Then I flip on the TV. Local news at 7 p.m. sharp. Sarah Klein has been the anchor for as long as I can remember. She's in her 40s, professional, with that calm voice that makes bad news sound manageable. Weather, traffic, community events. That's it. That Tuesday started like any other. I got home around 6:30, threw a frozen pizza in the oven, sat on the couch, remote in hand. The house was quiet. Too quiet, maybe. The kind of silence where you hear your own breathing. I turned on Channel 7. The theme music played. Familiar jingle. Sarah appeared, smiling at the camera. Good evening, Elmwood. This is your local news. She went through the headlines. A fender bender on Route 12. The high school bake sale. Raising funds for the band. Standard stuff. I half listened, picking at my pizza. But then something felt off. The screen glitched for a second. Just a flicker. I thought it was my old TV acting up. I tapped the side of it. Nothing. Sarah continued. In other news, the town council is discussing budget cuts. I leaned back, relaxing. But her voice seemed slower, like she was choosing words carefully. I shook it off. Probably tired from work. The broadcast went on. Weather report, rain tomorrow. Sports, local team lost again. I finished my pizza, crumpled the box, stood to throw it away. That's when Sarah said, and now a special segment. Special segment? They didn't do those on weeknights. I paused in the kitchen doorway, looked back at the screen. Sarah's expression had changed. Her smile was tighter, eyes sharper. This is for you, Alex. I froze. Did she just say my name? No, couldn't be. I must have misheard. But she repeated it. Alex Harper of 142 Maple Street. My address. My heart skipped. I walked closer to the TV, sat down slowly. She leaned forward, as if speaking directly to me. We've been watching for a long time. Watching? What did that mean? The camera zoomed in on her face, unnaturally close. You think you're alone in that house, don't you? I glanced around the living room. Shadows in the corners, the clock ticking. But you're not. Her voice dropped to a whisper. Remember the basement? My basement. I hadn't been down there in months. Dusty. Forgotten. Something's waiting. Then the screen cut to static. Brief. Came back to normal. Sarah was smiling again. That's all for tonight, folks. Stay safe. The credits rolled. I sat there staring. What the hell was that? I grabbed the remote, rewound, but my TV didn't have DVR, just basic cable. I called the station. No answer. After hours, I paced the room. Told myself it was a prank, maybe a hack, but how did they know my name? My address? I checked the doors, locked them, pulled the curtains. That night, sleep didn't come easy. I lay in bed, listening to the house settle. Creaks, wind outside. Was that a footstep? No, just imagination. Morning came. I woke up groggy, headed to work. At the shop, I asked my boss, Mike, "You catch the news last night?" He shrugged. "Nah, why?" "Something weird happened." He laughed. "Weird like what?" I hesitated. The anchor said my name. Mike raised an eyebrow. "That you sure? Maybe you dozed off." I nodded. "Yeah, maybe." But I wasn't convinced. During lunch, I checked online. Channel 7's website. Archive of broadcasts. Last night's was up. I clicked play on my phone. Standard headlines. No special segment. No mention of me. Edited? Deleted? I scrolled comments. Nothing unusual. Back home that evening, I watched the news again. Sarah looked normal. No glitches. But I felt eyes on me. From the TV, from outside. I turned it off early. Sat in silence. The house felt bigger, emptier. That night, I heard it. A soft thump from the basement. I ignored it. Rolled over. Thump again. Heart racing, I got up. Grabbed a flashlight. Stairs creaked under my feet. Basement door. Unlocked, as always. I opened it. Cold air rushed up. Shined the light down. Boxes, old furniture, dust. Nothing. But the air felt heavy, like someone had just been there. I closed the door. Locked it this time. Back in bed, I thought about Sarah's words. Something's waiting. What if it was true? Days passed. Routine held. Work, home, TV. But I started noticing things. At work, customers glanced at me longer. Whispered? Paranoia, I told myself. On Thursday, I drove by the station. Small building downtown. Parked across the street. Watched. Sarah's car in the lot. Blue sedan. I thought about going in, asking her. But what would I say? Why did you talk to me on air? Sounded crazy. I drove home that night. News again. Sarah reporting on a missing cat. Then, mid-sentence, her eyes flicked. To the camera. To me. Alex, you shouldn't have looked. Quick, almost subliminal. Screen back to normal. I bolted up, rewound in my mind. Did she say that? No recording, no proof. I unplugged the TV, sat in the dark. Silence pressed in. Was the basement door rattling? No. Wind. I didn't sleep. Next morning, I called in sick. Stayed home. Curtains drawn. Paced. Thought about the broadcast. Why deleted? What if it wasn't just me? What if others saw something personal? I checked online forums, local Reddit, posted anonymously, anyone see weird stuff on Channel 7 Tuesday? No replies. Hours later, one comment. What do you mean? I typed, Anchor said my name. Comment deleted. User gone. Chill down my spine. Evening came. I plugged the TV back in. Couldn't resist. News on. Sarah. Good evening. Her tie. Wait, was that the same as Tuesday? No. Different. But her smile. Knowing. I muted it. Watched her lips. Was she mouthing my name? Unmuted. Normal report. But then, in breaking news, Alex Harper is listening. Clear as day. I turned it off. Heart pounding. Ran to the basement door. Locked. Something scratched from below. Soft. Persistent. I backed away. That night, dreams. Sarah in my house. Whispering secrets. Woke sweating. Checked the door. Still locked. But the key was on the floor. Had I dropped it? Days blurred. I stopped going to work. Mike called. You okay? Fine, I lied. Food ran low. Didn't leave. Watched news every night. Each time, a message hidden. Alex, open the door. Alex, it's time. Deleted from archives. No one else saw, or did they? I called a friend. Old buddy, Tom. You watch Channel 7? Sometimes. Tuesday night, don't remember anything weird, but his voice, hesitant? You sure? Yeah, gotta go. Line dead. Paranoia grew. Windows. Faces outside. Shadows. Basement sounds louder. Thumps. Whispers. I pressed ear to door. Alex! Faint. Pulled away. This wasn't real. But the broadcast was. I decided to go to the station. Friday afternoon. Drove there. Hands shaking. Parked. Walked in. Receptionist. Can I help? Need to see Sarah Klein. She's busy. Please. She called back. Sarah appeared. Professional smile. Alex Harper? She knew my name. How? You called last week. About a story idea. No, I hadn't. But Tuesday night, I called after hours. No answer. Come in. Her office, small, photos on walls. Sat down. What happened on the broadcast? She tilted head. Which one? Tuesday. You said my name. About the basement. Blank stare. I don't recall, but it was deleted. Our archives are public. Check online. I did. Gone. Pause. Her eyes narrowed. Alex, are you feeling okay? Defensive. Yes. Maybe see a doctor. Stood up. Left. Outside. Her car. Blue sedan. Followed me home? No. Night fell. News time. Turned on. Sarah. Tonight. A warning. Looked at camera. Alex, don't ignore it. Screen glitched. Footage. My house. Interior. Basement door. Something moving in shadows. Back to Sarah. I smashed the remote. Unplugged. Ran to basement. Door ayah. Darkness below. Flashlight. Steps down. Cold. At bottom. Boxes shifted. In corner. A shape. No, just shadows. But air thick. Whisper. Here. Spun around. Nothing. Upstairs. Locked door. Barricaded with chair. Slept on couch. Dreams worse. Sarah in basement. Smiling. Join us. Woke to knocking. Door. Peered out. No one. Knocking from basement. Pounded. Ignored. Days without TV, but Curiosity. Monday. Turned on. Sarah gone. New anchor. Filling in. Where was she? Online. No news. Called station. Sarah on vacation. Liar. Sounds from basement constant. Scratches. Voices. My name. Couldn't take it. Midnight. Grabbed hammer. Broke lock. Door open. Stairs down. Flashlight beam. Boxes. Old mirror. Dusty. Reflected me. But behind, figure. Sarah. Smiling. Turned. Empty. Mirror again. She was closer. Hammer dropped. Ran up. Slammed door. Nailed shut. Called police. Someone in my house. They came. Checked basement. Nothing here, sir, but looks. Pity? Get help. Left. Alone. Sounds didn't stop. Grew louder. Whispers clear. Watched the broadcast, but deleted. Forever. Found old VCR in closet. Tapes. Blank. Plugged in. Static. Then flicker. Tuesday's broadcast. How? Sarah on screen. Alex, this is for you. Full segment. Not glitch. Planned. She revealed. Town secrets. Mine. The divorce. Not amicable. Sarah, my ex, didn't leave. Basement. Body. Hidden. Years ago. Accident. Fight. Fall. Covered up. But how did Anchor know? Sarah Klein continued. Elmwood hides many listed names. Crimes. Mine included. We see all. Then join us. Screen to my basement. Live. Figure rising. My ex. Not dead. Waiting. Starving. Whispers. I paused tape. Ran down. Door nailed. Hammered off. Downstairs. Empty. But smell. Decay. In corner. Bundle. Clothes. Bones. No. Hallucination. Back up. Tape still playing. Sarah. It's real. Climax hit. Realization. The broadcast wasn't deleted. It was targeted. Only to me. Hacked signal. Or mine? No. Real. Police returned. Found nothing. But I knew she's there. Waiting. Nights now. I don't sleep. Sounds. Door rattles. I watch blank TV. Reflection. Sarah smiles. Not Anchor. X. Whispering. Come down. Unanswered. Was broadcast real or breakdown? Town watches. Knows. Silence. Unease. Forever. I sat there in the living room, the hammer still in my hand, nails scattered on the floor like teeth. The basement door hung open behind me, a black mouth in the wall. I couldn't look at it. The TV was off, but I could feel it staring from across the room. Blank screen, reflecting the dim lamplight, reflecting me. I hadn't eaten in 2 days, maybe 3. Time had started to slip. I kept thinking about the tape. How did it get there? That old VCR hadn't worked in years. I bought it at a yard sale back when Sarah, my ex, was still here. We used to watch rented movies on weekends before everything went wrong, before the fight. I never told anyone the full story. We argued that night. Money, her wanting to leave town, me not wanting to let go. She stormed down to the basement to grab a suitcase. I followed. Words turned to shouts. She slipped on the wet concrete step, fell. Head hit the edge of the workbench. Crack. Silence after. Blood pooling. I panicked. Wrapped her in an old tarp. Buried her under the dirt floor in the far corner. Poured new concrete the next day. Told everyone she left me. Packed up and gone to the city. No one questioned it much. Small town. People mind their business. 5 years. No one knew. Until that broadcast. How did Sarah Klein know? Or was it even her? I stood up slowly, legs weak, walked to the kitchen, opened the fridge. Empty, except for a half bottle of beer. Drank it warm. Stared out the window into the backyard. Snow had started falling. Late for December, but quiet. Covering everything. The basement pull was stronger now. Like a hum in my chest, I whispered to myself, "It's not real." But the whispers answered back. Soft, from below. "Alex," female voice. Familiar. I covered my ears. Sat on the floor, rocked. Thought about running. Pack a bag. Drive away. But where? They'd know. The town. The station. Everyone. I crawled to the living room. Found my phone. Battery low. No missed calls. I searched online again. Channel 7. Elmwood missing broadcast. Nothing. Sarah Klein vacation. A small article from the station site. Sarah Klein taking personal leave. We wish her well. Posted yesterday. Personal leave or hiding. I typed her name into Facebook. Profile private. Last post 3 weeks ago. A selfie at the station desk. Smiling that same smile, I zoomed in on her eyes. Something behind them, knowing. I dropped the phone. Heard footsteps. Slow on the basement stairs. Creak, creak. Up. I froze. Doorway empty. But the air changed. Colder. Smell of damp earth. I backed into the corner. Whisper closer. "Alex, why did you leave me down there?" Voice clear. Her voice. My ex. Sarah Harper. Not the anchor. The anchor just delivered the message. I pressed against the wall. Eyes on the doorway. Nothing visible, but presence. Heavy. "You thought I was gone." Pause. Long silence. I could hear breathing. Not mine. I waited. Thump. Something dragged across the floor. Toward me. I closed my eyes. Counted. 1, 2, 3. Opened. Empty room. But wet footprints on the hardwood. Leading from basement to couch. Small, bare feet. Mud and concrete dust. I followed them with my eyes. They stopped at the couch, where I sit every night, watching TV. She'd been here, sitting with me all this time. I ran to the front door. Locked. Chain on. Fumbled with it. Hands shaking. Got it open. Cold air hit. Snow falling thick. Street empty. No lights in neighbors' houses. Or were there? One flickered across the street. Curtain moved. Someone watching. I stepped out. Barefoot. Snow stung. Looked back. Doorway. Shadow. Tall? No. Small. Her shape. Hand raised. Wave or beckoning. I slammed the door. Ran to my truck. Keys inside house. No. In pocket. Started it. Engine coughed. Snow on windshield. Wipers slow. Backed out. Drove. Anywhere. Past the station. Lights on. Sarah Klein's car still there. Blue sedan. Covered in snow, but fresh tracks leaving. Followed. I sped up. Hit the highway. Empty. Radio static. Turned it on. Local station. Not news. Music. Old song. One we danced to at our wedding. I turned it off. Drove for hours. Gas low. Pulled into a motel. Edge of next county. Paid cash. Room small. Smelled of smoke. TV old. Didn't turn it on. Lay on bed. Stared at ceiling. Water stain. Looked like a face. Smiling. Sleep came in fits. Dreams. Back home, basement, digging, uncovering. She opened eyes, not dead, waiting, woke, gasping. Morning, snow stopped, checked phone, no service, or blocked. Drove back, couldn't stay away, needed to know. Town quiet, my house, door open. I left it closed, walked in. Footprints everywhere, small, all over. Upstairs, too. Bedroom, closet open. Her old clothes out. On bed, laid like body. I sat downstairs, waited. Evening, news time. Turned on TV, new anchor. Man, tragic story tonight. My photo on screen. Old one. Alex Harper, local resident, reported missing after neighbors noticed absence. Neighbors? I live alone. No one checks. Police investigating. Cut to my house. Exterior. Signs of disturbance. Basement door visible. Open. Something in shadows. Zoom? No. Back to anchor. If you have information, I turned it off. Stood. Walked to basement. Stairs down. Light on. Bulb I never replaced. Swinging. At bottom. Concrete cracked. In corner. Hole. Dug up. Empty. Tarp gone. I knelt. Touched dirt. Fresh. Warm. Footsteps behind. Soft. I turned. Nothing. But whisper in ear. I'm free now. Cold breath on neck. I stood. Ran up. Out of house. Truck gone. Where? Street empty. Walked downtown. Station. Doors locked. Pounded. No answer. Windows dark. But inside, movement. Sarah Klein at desk. Looked up. Smiled. Waved. I backed away. Ran. Anywhere. But town. Small. Circles. Back home. Door closed now. I opened. Inside. Living room. TV on. Broadcast. Old one. Tuesday. Sarah Klein speaking. Alex Harper finally understands. Camera panned. To basement feed. Live. Me standing there. Now. Looking up at camera. I didn't place one. But there. Hidden. Watching. Always. She continued. We all have secrets. Elmwood keeps them. But sometimes they keep us. Screen flickered. My ex on screen. Behind me. Hand on shoulder. I felt it. Cold. Real. Turned. Empty. But wait. There. TV Sarah smiled wider. Welcome home. Static. Screen black. Reflection. Both of us. Her behind me. Smiling. I sat on couch. Waited. Silence now. Comfortable. No more running. The broadcast ended. Deleted forever. Like it never happened. But it did. And she's here. With me. Always was. Some secrets don't stay buried. Some watchers never leave. And sometimes the news tells the truth. Once, before they take it back. I don't watch TV anymore, but I feel the broadcast inside, replaying her voice, my name, forever. The snow covers everything outside. Quiet, peaceful, inside too. We're together again. No more alone, no more silence. Just us and the truth that no one else will ever see, because it was aired once, then deleted forever. The clock on the wall ticked past midnight. I don't know how long I've been sitting here. Days, maybe. The snow outside has piled up against the windows. No one has come to shovel the walk. No one knocks anymore. I don't answer the phone when it rings. It rings sometimes. Old landline. Number only a few people have. When I pick up, There's just breathing. Soft. Patient. Her. I stopped checking the basement weeks ago. No point. The hole is filled in now. Smooth, concrete, like nothing was ever there. But I know, at night, I sit on the couch, TV off. But I can hear the broadcast anyway, in my head, replaying Sarah Klein's voice. Clear. Local news for Elmwood. Then, the segment. My name. The details. The fight. The fall. The cover-up. She lists it all, slowly, like reading from a script. But her eyes, in my mind, they look past the camera, straight at me, and behind her. In the studio shadows, another figure, smaller, watching too. I tried leaving again. Once, packed a bag, walked to the door, hand on knob. Whisper stopped me. Don't. Cold fingers on my wrist. I looked. Nothing there. But the pressure, real. I dropped the bag, came back to the couch. That's where I belong now. The town forgot me, or pretends to. I see cars drive by sometimes. Slow. Heads turn toward the house. But no one stops. Mail piles up in the box. Bills. Junk. I don't get it anymore. The curtains stay closed. Light comes from the lamp. Low bulb. Flickers sometimes, like signal interference. When it does, I hear static, then her voice. Not the anchor. My Sarah. Tell them. Tell who? There's no one left. I tried writing it down once, on paper. What happened? The truth. Hands shook too much. Words smeared. Burned it in the sink. Smoke filled the house. Smelled like earth. Damp basement earth. I coughed for hours. The fridge is empty now. I don't eat. Don't need to. Hunger went away. Thirst, too. Just sitting. Waiting. For what? The next broadcast. It comes at 7 p.m. every night, even with the TV off. I close my eyes. See the studio. Sarah Klein at the desk. Lights bright. She smiles. Good evening, Alex. Only me now. No other news. Just us. She talks about the day, what I did, which was nothing. How I sat. How I listened. How I finally understood. Then she signs off. Stay with us. Screen fades, but the connection stays. Warm now, not cold. Comfortable. I don't fight it anymore. No paranoia, no fear, just acceptance. The house is quiet. No creaks, no thumps. Peaceful. She's here, sitting beside me. I feel the dip in the cushion, smell faint perfume, old bottle. Still in the bathroom, her hand in mine. Cold at first, now warm. We watch together, the blank screen, waiting for the signal. It always comes. The broadcast that was aired once, then deleted forever. Except here, inside, where no one can take it away. They can't erase what's true, what's buried, what's waiting, what's home. I don't look out the window anymore. Don't need to. The snow keeps falling, covering tracks, erasing the world outside. In here, it's just us and the news, playing on loop. My name, my secret, my Sarah, forever. Sometimes I get up, walk to the kitchen, not for food, just to move. The floor doesn't creak anymore. It's learned to be quiet for us. I stand at the sink, look out the small window above it. The snow is deep now, past the windowsills. No footprints leading in or out. The world stopped coming here. Good. I run the tap sometimes. Water still works. clear, cold. I let it run. Watch the swirl down the drain. Like time. I think about the broadcast again. How it started that one night. Aired once, then gone. But it wasn't just for me, was it? I remember now. Clearer. Sarah Klein didn't say only my name. There were pauses, long ones. Her eyes shifted, left, right, like reading from a prompter. But the words, they were for others too. Alex Harper. Pause. Margaret Ellis. I didn't catch it then. Too focused on my name, my secret. But she listed more, quietly, under the weather report, behind the sports scores. Names, addresses, things buried, literally or not. Elmwood's secrets, all of them. Aired once, then deleted forever. No one talked about it the next day. No forums, no whispers at the diner. Because they heard their own, each person, their own message. Personal. Targeted. The signal split, or minds did. I don't know. But the town went quiet after. Quieter than usual. No more waves on the street. No small talk. Eyes down, doors locked earlier. Some houses went dark. For good. Cars left in driveways, snow covered. I walk to the front window sometimes, peek through the curtain gap, across the street. The Miller's house. Lights never on now. They were loud. Kids. Dog. Gone. Next door. Old Mrs. Jenkins. Her cat used to sit on the porch. No more. Just snow. Piled. Smooth. The station is dark too. I drove by once, months ago. Windows boarded. Sign gone. Channel 7 off air. Static now. If you tune in. But no one does. Why would they? The broadcast ended. Its job done. Truth delivered. Once, then erased. I come back to the couch. Sit. She settles beside me. Closer now. I feel her head on my shoulder. Weight real. Warm. We wait for 7 p.m. It always comes. The studio lights up. In my mind. Clear as live. Sarah Klein at the desk. Alone now. No crew. No cameras moving. Just her and us watching. Good evening, Elmwood. Her voice soft. What's left of it? She smiles. No teeth. Just calm. Tonight's update. She lists the empty houses. The ones who understood. Who accepted. Who joined. Like me. Alex Harper is at peace. I nod. Even though she can't see. Or can she? The feed shows the living room sometimes. From the corner. Where the old clock is. Camera there. Always was. Hidden. Watching. Recording. Broadcasting. To whoever's left. But no one's left. Just us. In our homes. Quiet. Together. She signs off. Stay inside. Stay with us. Static. Fades. The lamp flickers once. Then steady. Night deepens. Snow falls heavier. I close my eyes. Feel her fingers lace with mine. Tight. No letting go. This time, the house is full now, not empty. Secrets out. Buried things free or home. The broadcast did its work. Aired once. Told the truth. Then deleted forever. From the world. But not from here. Not from us. We remember. We keep it. Safe. Warm. In the dark. In the silence. In Elmwood. Where no one leaves anymore. And no one has to be alone. Ever again. I don't know what day it is anymore. The calendar on the wall still says December. But the snow never stops. It piles higher, blocks the door now. I couldn't leave if I wanted to. I don't want to. Morning light doesn't reach inside, just gray from the cracks in the curtains. The lamp stays on, always. Bulb never burns out. I sit. She sits. We don't talk much. Words aren't needed. Sometimes she hums. Old tune. From before. I hum along. The house breathes with us. Slow, steady. No drafts. No cold spots. Warm, safe. I think about the others. In their houses across town. Doing the same. Sitting, waiting. Listening to their broadcasts. Personal. Private. The signal never stopped. Just went quiet. Underground. Or inside. No need for towers. No need for airwaves. It's direct now. Straight to us. Who heard? Who understood? Who stayed? The ones who ran. I don't know. Maybe they made it. Maybe not. Tracks cover fast. Snow erases. Town is smaller now. Fewer lights. From what I can see. Through the gap. One by one. They go dark. Peaceful. No sirens. No knocks. No questions. Just acceptance. I stand sometimes. Walk the halls. Touch the walls. They feel softer. Like skin. Pulse faint. Under paint. The house is alive. With us. Part of us. Basement door stays closed. No sounds from below. Nothing left there. Everything's up here. With me. Pictures on the mantle. Old ones. Us. Smiling. At the lake. Wedding. She stands behind me now. Looks over my shoulder. At them. Her chin on my shoulder. Real. I feel the weight. The warmth. We smile at the photos. Together. Time stretches. Or stops. Clocks don't tick anymore. Hands frozen. Batteries dead. But it doesn't matter. 7 p.m. comes anyway. I know. Feel it. Eyes closed. Studio appears. Sarah Klein. Still there. Alone. Desk clean. No papers. Just her. And the camera pointed at her. At us. Good evening. Voice gentle. Elmwood is resting. Pause. Long. Comfortable. Tonight. No new names. All heard. All home. She leans forward. Eyes soft. Thank you for watching. For listening. For staying. Smile fades. Natural. Screen dims. Not static. Just dark. Warm dark. I open my eyes. Lamp glow. Her hand tightens in mine. We sit. In silence. Perfect silence. No dread. No paranoia. No questions. Just truth. Aired once. Seen by who needed to see. Then deleted. From everywhere else. But kept here. In us. In the houses. In the town. Under the snow. Quiet. Eternal. I lean back. Close my eyes again. Not for the broadcast. Just to rest. She's here. Always. No more alone. No more secrets. No more hiding. The local news told the story. Once, then let it go. We hold it now. Safe. Together. Forever. The lamp flickers once. Just once. Then steadies. I don't know how long it's been since the last broadcast. Months. Years. Time has folded in on itself. Soft. Quiet. The snow outside has reached the roof. I know because the windows are dark now. No gray light. No gaps in the curtains. Just black. Warm black. The house doesn't feel cold anymore. It breathes with us. Slow, even. Her head rests on my shoulder. Hair against my cheek. I smell it. Faint lavender from years ago. Her fingers are laced through mine. They don't move. They don't need to. We sit, facing the TV. Screen blank, but the picture is there. Behind my eyes, Sarah Klein's studio. Empty desk. Lights dimmed. She isn't there anymore. She doesn't need to be. The message was delivered. Once, perfectly. Elmwood is silent now. No cars. No voices. No dogs barking in the distance. Nothing. Just snow settling. Heavy. Eternal. I don't feel hungry. I don't feel tired. I don't feel anything but her. Close. Real. The clock hands haven't moved in forever, but I know it's 7 p.m. It always is. Inside. The broadcast plays. No sound. Just knowing. We are home. We are together. We are kept. The truth was aired once. Heard by who needed to hear it. Then deleted. From the world. From records. From memory. Except here. In the quiet houses. Under the snow. In the dark. Where no one looks anymore. Where no one can. I close my eyes. Not to sleep. Just to see clearer. Her face. Smiling. Soft. Forgiving. Waiting. She whispers. No words. Just feeling. Stay. I do. We do. The lamp flickers again. Softer this time. Then dims. Slowly. Not out. Just lower. Enough. The room fades. Warm. Dark. Comfortable. The house sighs. One last time. Settles deeper. Into the snow. Into the silence. Into us. And everything goes quiet. Perfectly. Finally. Forever.